Alright guys, welcome to a Garden Warfare 2 tier list. Most unoriginal concept ever, but I did a list about, I think 4 years ago. I've got quite a lot of regrets there, so I'm going to redo that. But when I say redo, I mean literally redo, as you'll see in a few moments. So here we are. This is my old tier list. What I'm doing is actually like literally redoing it, so I'm not doing it from scratch. Here's the placements on the old video. I'm pretty sure I've got everyone accurate. I've not necessarily done the same order as on here because that was going to take even longer than this already did. I didn't have a save because I'm pretty sure I used this template to make some other tier list. So yeah, what I'm going to do is, yeah, sort this mess out. But a few rules. First of all, as with the old one, the characters are not ordered within their tiers. So I'm not saying, for example, that Quicker Star is better than Plasma P. They're just in the same tier. And a couple of other things worth clarifying. First of all, this is from a console perspective. I'm not a PC player. I've never played on PC. I know that it sort of differs on like what characters are considered good on PC. But so this is a console only ranking. If you're on PC, you might as well take this with a pinch of salt. And third of all, probably the controversial one, this is only based on how they're actually meant to play. So techs like trigger mashing for the spray, speed ghosting, a particular one with cosmic brainz, those do not count toward this because they're not supposed to be in the game, which does affect quite a few of these rankings, but I digress. Also, yes, I have mastered every character on my main account, so I think I've played them enough to determine their power. What I'll do is, I'm going to do the unranked tier first, rank all of them, then I'm going to do it class by class, see what needs changing, what can stay the same. I've got 4 out of 6 in the roses in unranked because I barely played them then. I mean, they're still my least played class, but first of all, Frost Rose, I think, I'm going to say good. Honestly, I've come around on this rose, I do think it's one of the better ones nowadays. These other 3 though, not so much. On my video I said Fire Rose is the worst rose. Because of that, with the worst ones I don't really need to explain them too much. Honestly, I could probably see it going in bottom tier. I'm going to go weak for now. I think Pyro's there as well, and Druid or Charity one, okay. I'll do Engineers, AC Perry, it's pretty obvious where he's going to go. Landscaper, I'm going to go okay. A few people hype him up, but he's probably one of the least played characters in the entire game. One of the most forgotten about. His DPS is quite good, but it feels like you have to get close to actually be hitting anything. At which point you might as well just play Roadie Z. Chompers now. I'm not sure where I'm going to put Fire Chomper, so Toxic. Gonna throw him in decent quick. Twilight, I think. Okay, the highest jumps I've got for Fire and Hot Rod in there. I'm gonna pop them alongside them. Unicorn, I think, can go in decent. I've put Reg Chomper in okay. As much as I think Burrow's better than Warp, having the ability to switch between Burrow and a unique Warp does make him a flat upgrade over the Reg Chomper. Ice Cactus. Honestly, when I got the Ice upgrade for it, she did improve a bit. I think I'll stick her in okay. I will, yeah, one of the weak ones for sure. Tennis Star. Probably okay alongside these ones. Obviously, he got nerfed to the ground. While Tennis does move the fastest while shooting, Moto actually moves faster normally. But he still ain't that good either. And Tennis is quite a quick overheat. Sunflower though, Mystic, I know people absolutely glaze her nowadays. I wouldn't say she's the best Sunflower, but I think she's... I've got Future and Disgusting, honestly. I think, yeah, Mystic can go there. Shadow, probably also there, to be honest. Some Pharaoh, though. I'm going to go decent, because I think yeah. I'd say she's the second weakest Sunflower after Metal Petal. Right, so now we can bin that tier off. We'll go Soldier first, because Soldier's peak, and I don't think I have too many disagreements here. Super Commando is well deserved top. I also just realised how stingy this top tier looks. So there'll probably be quite a few more going in there. Red could maybe go in top, but he didn't scream overpowered to me. I think Arctic should go up, because I do still think Soldier is the best, well, the best zombie class. People seem to have fallen off him nowadays. Probably because Ice is actually not too hard to counter. But yeah, I think he should go higher. I think Centurion down a tier. Supremo Camo can go there. In fact, yeah, I think I'm gonna move Scuba and Tank up. I'm also gonna move Park Ranger down. I'd say Park Ranger's comfortably the worst. Still good, but yeah, I think decent is reasonable. We'll do the Rose now just because there's only 2 of them. Neck and Disgusting. I think, yeah, she could probably stay there. Reg Rose, though, where have I put Park in weak. I think Reg and Decent, maybe? Yeah, I do think she is still a top 3 Rose, but yeah, Pyros are like a downgrade in every way. Right, Corns now. I know Mob Cobbin second highest tier is quite a hot take, but I'll still stand by it, to be honest. He's not that much worse than regular corn. And yeah, I do think he's better than Commando. It just feels so much more punishing if you miss shots. Although full Commando is broken, for sure, but I think obviously Party Corn can get in his meat even with shares, which Commando can't, so it's pretty obvious which of the two legends is better. But yeah, I think all the corns are fine. Peashooter though, like this one needs a massive overhaul. First of all, Agent P goes on top. I did think of putting him top back in the day, but I thought his health was too much of a disadvantage to keep him from being overpowered. But highest DPS in the game, Peashooter abilities. Toxic P on the other hand, yeah. I'm actually going to go all the way down and decent. Not as bad as some people think he is. He's good for rooftop camping and stuff, and he does have the best splash radius. But it's not that much better than regular Ps. Toxic damage is good, but no, it's not going to carry him. I think Fire P is an upgrade in every way. People put Fire P down nowadays, but I think Disgusting's still fair enough. Actually, yeah, I'm moving Plasma to the top. He gets none of the penalties that the other charge characters do. He can do 70 damage across the map. Peashooter abilities, yeah, he's cracked. Shame about the design though. Commando, I love him to death. He's a top 3 favourite plant for me in this, but yeah, he goes down to great, I think. Also, I just noticed I didn't have any of them in grey before. It's all Disgusting or good and below. But yeah, his drop-off is probably a bit too much for me to rank him above, but he's a lot better than people give him credit for. Law. Much as I still think he's probably the most overrated plant in the game, he definitely deserves at least... I'm not going to put him in top tier. Basically a downgrade to Agent P. If you miss a shot, that's it. Also, he's pretty much close range only, which isn't too much of an issue when you have Hyper, but considering the arguments people make against Commando, I think having him just one tier higher is reasonable. Ice, decent, that makes... I'm actually going to move Reg Peashooter up. Where have I put Rock P? Yeah, second lowest is fair enough for Rock P, I think. Probably the single worst primary in the game. It's a downgrade to regular Ps in every way, and it's got a movement inherited projectile. So the projectile moves when you move, and that is not ideal at all. Paints have the same issue, but at least he's a more range-oriented character, so it doesn't matter as much. Scientists. Where did I put Astronaut?
10 seconds later.
Okay, yeah, Astronaut was meant to be in the grade 2. I got that wrong there. But yeah, I'm going to say top. Don't think he's the best scientist. I'd give Computer a slight edge there. Mostly because Astronaut struggles up close. He didn't struggle that much. If you pressure him at point blank range, he's probably easier to take out than any other scientist. Marine in top, yeah, fair's also fair. Chemist in Disgusting, a lot of people debate, but I'll still stand by it. He's one of the best crowd controllers in the game. If you know how to be sneak with Warp, he can destroy groups. He's also surprisingly good counter against Pogo Ps and Chompers that are trying to turn around to get to you. I'm going to move Paleo in Disgusting as well. See, okay, 6 scientists in the top 2 tiers, that says a lot. Physicist great, yeah. Zoologist good. Actually, I'm going to put Dog Toxic down to decent, just because his bad clip sustainability. Zoologists have that issue as well. People always say,
oh, how can you have Zoologist below Chemist when he's literally just a better version of Chemist?
The only similarities are that they're melee only and have fixed damage. Chemist is much better spread, which doesn't sound like much, but it really is. The way I see Zoologist, he's basically just a marine biologist that's full auto and does less damage. So he's basically just a worse version of him, if anything. And Archaeologist and okay, yeah, he can stay there. Basically downgrade to Paleontologist in every way, which doesn't automatically make him bad, and he's not bad, he's just mid. All-star now, okay. Okay, Cricket and Reg I think should swap. Goal, you could say that Rugby... I might drop him to good. Yeah, probably will. I've just realised there's no other all-stars there. Hockey, honestly, I think could go right on the top. What more could you want from an all-star? He doesn't even have the highest DPS, but it feels like it does since every shot seems like it hits. It's got the best projectile speed. Travel straight. He's very accurate. He's like the anti-tank machine. I'm going to put wrestling down there. Baseball can join rugby. Okay, golf star I'm going to put tier above. I think, yeah, these 3 are the weakest all-stars. But I guess their abilities stop them from going any lower. Let's do Chompers now. Obviously the Twilight there. Based on what I said about Tech's not qualifying, I think Fire should go down to... I don't know. Could even go a tier lower. I think he should be above Toxic Chomper though. Power doesn't really have the same tech since, contrary to what some people believe, he has like a low rate of fire, so mashing with the trigger doesn't actually work for him. So yeah, I think they're probably on the same level considering that. Yeah, I'm going to drop Chomper to decent. Or do I do that for all of these? I don't know about Hot Rod being... Yeah, I think Hot Rod should go in good. And much as I do think the speed is a good trade-off, at the same time, his health value can like cost him at times. Armor, I think I was a little generous putting him in there. I'll drop him a tier below. Disco should, you know, go up. Okay or decent. Yeah, I'm going to say okay along with Reg Chomper. Still better than Party Rose though. And once again, based on what I said about text, I think Chomp should go right on the bottom with Yeti actually, since I said mashing doesn't qualify. And Yeti can stay there, he sucks. Do Citrons now. I managed to determine that Torchwood's 2 tiers above Electro. Torchwood goes in Turbo. Electro, I'm putting him second, yeah, weak. There's nothing he can do that another Citron can't do better. It takes long to charge, consumes a lot of ammo. His uncharged shots are absolutely terrible, so even if you do get a good charge on someone, it's hard to finish them off by spamming the shot. Especially because you have to be practically point blank to actually do anything with him. On the higher ones, yeah, Party could go in top, I'm saying no. Yeah, I think that's fair. Frozen maybe along with regular Citron. But he's got like no group game whatsoever. He's the only Citron without a splash. I put Archer Trooper in disgusting, so... You know what? Yeah, go on then. Right, doing Pirates now. Oh yeah, add Sharp above Reg. Regan's only getting good. First of all, Reg needs to be above Party Man some way. I think maybe he could go in disgusting actually. Like, he's got Sniper, he's got a Shotgun secondary, which is actually quite good with all the upgrades. Good ability set. Yeah. Okay, that was generous putting these two here. Okay, yeah, Squawk's definitely going weak. I don't know about Flameface. He could probably join him. Okay, actually, no, I'm keeping it okay, just because I've got Fire Cactus. And Sunflowers. Obviously, I already did a few from Unranked. I don't think any of them is absolute top tier. So at the end of the day, they do struggle outside one-on-ones. They have no, like, get out of jail free card or anything. Yeah, those 4 are all disgusting. Alien Grey, my favourite plants, but I don't think she can go any higher than that. Vampire, though, I'm dropping down to decent, along with Sunpharaoh. And that's the Sunflowers. Alright, Cacti. Future, I'm very tempted to put in top tier, but I think no Cactus really belongs in top tier, since they are very easy to take out if you get close to them. Future could do a bit more ammo as well, but she's still like a really good character. Petrified, I've gotten great. I could put her a tier higher, but I just don't think the Cactus abilities work that well for her. Okay, Zen, I think, can go higher. Jade, probably drop down to decent. Oh yeah, I put the Reg one really low, didn't I? Wow. I'm going to say Reg is good. Power, I was surprised by. I was playing through a few characters for this video, and I forgot that Power is actually quite a menace. She's basically an upgrade to Reg Cactus, and she's got Chain Lightning as well as a faster off, so therefore high damage. She does have drop off, but I think the pros outweigh the cons. Oh yeah, then we've got Camo and bottom. Yeah, just doesn't work in the GW2 meta. But I guess with the upgrade she can still 2-shot counters and quick scoping as much as it's not reliable. Okay, I'm going to be generous and bump her up a tier. She's no longer terrible, she's now weak. Right, Super Brainz. Toxic Brainz is still top tier, I don't care what you say.
Oh, he's not good unless he has his meter.
But like, it's piss easy to get his meter, and if it isn't, then you're playing him wrong. I've got Party Brainz. Yeah, okay, Party Brainz should move up to disgusting then. Reg, good, from good to great. Okay, Breakfast and Electro should... I might drop him a tier lower, but... Cosmic, okay. Thing with Cosmic, you can keep a charge punch in midair and even when kicking, like because of lag and online. But since that's not supposed to be the case, yeah, I'd put him in decent or possibly even good otherwise, but I think for that he has to go in okay. But I'm going to move Electro and Breakfast a week. Ooh, have I not done yet? Okay, Torchwood Hover-Goat quick. Yeah, he can stay there. Torchwood gets bundled too much in his prime, he's quite weak. Obviously he's out by having 3 of the most broken abilities in the game. Hover-Goat maybe higher, but I think he struggles to get things done on his own, which he shouldn't be on his own really, but yeah, I don't think there's anything spectacular. Oh, Imps, I've not done them yet, have I? Z7 is obvious, no one's going to debate that. Party Imp, that one's also quite self-explanatory. I put, yeah, Reg Imp and great. Okay, Shrimp I'm going to put to good, but I think that's the only change I'm going to make. Some people think Scally's really good. I can sort of see it since the slower rate of fire means you're probably going to get more damage compared to Reg Imp, which has a lot of recoil. But even if the Imp himself is better, I'd say his mech's weaker. Like, it's a walking target for Gatlings. I mean, same for Drake, but at least he has a shield and a dash. Yeah, Pile and decent, I think he's comfortably the worst Imp. Okay, and finally Engineer. Oh yeah, I've all 3 of these on top. Oh, actually no, mechanic can go up to top tier, I think. Soldier with engineer abilities, slightly less accurate, but I think the trade-off is worth it. That is basically saying I think he's better than Reg Soldier, which, yeah, I'd agree with that. Painter and Sanitation Expert, yeah, people don't realise how good Sanitation Expert is. It's basically an upgraded Reg Engineer in every single way. Electrician, as much as I disagree with some rankings of him, cough cough L2 Darkwing, considering him the 4th worst character in the game, I think he can probably drop down to good. Roadie, once again, even with the mashing tech, I think he's good at most, but without that he falls quite a bit, I think. As soon as you lost the jackhammer, you've pretty much lost. Oh, okay or decent. Oh, but I suppose what I said about Landscaper is that Roadie outclassed him as a close range one. I'll go decent. Plumber and Reg. Okay, Plumber, no, Reg's going up. Plumber probably isn't, to be honest. He's dangerous in Garden Warfare 1s due to the half health regen system. With Sunflowers, you could like splash them twice and be guaranteed to kill them. But in Garden Warfare 2, he's just out DPS pretty much across the board. Okay, I think that's it. Then let me just have a look at anything else I want to change. Okay, I think Fire Rose should go in the bottom tier. From a bad class, Fire and Charge doesn't work well. The slowest projectile speed in the universe. Do I think Red Corn's top tier? Probably not. Because being outclassed is somewhat of a factor. And once you've got Polycorn, there's no reason to really use Red Corn again. But I would say Red Corn is probably the best stock character, if not Red Soldier. No, I think that's it. Alright guys, that was my video. Thanks for watching. Please keep it civil in the comments, but feel free to dislike if you really disagree with this. But please subscribe. Please leave a like if you did enjoy the video. And bye. Okay, so after recording, I decided to make a few corrections to Sunflowers and Chompers. With Chompers, I've dropped the 3 elemental spray Chompers down a tier. So Fire and Power went from good to decent, and Toxic went from decent to okay. Sunflowers, I buffed regular Sunflower to great, and I decided that as much as I dislike Metal Petal, I think she should go above Rock P, so I've put her in okay.